Ramble.
Thank you to DoorDash and BetterHelp for sponsoring today's episode. It's chilly in here.
It is a little bit cold.
Are you feeling it?
Chili's baby back burrs.
That's interesting, Keith.
Thank you.
Now, I haven't been to a Chili's in a long time.
I guess I haven't either since I ate the menu there.
Have you gotten baby back ribs?
I've been making ribs a lot.
Baby back.
Here's my advice that will go for Keith.
Here we go.
When you're at the grocery store, look and see what meat's on sale. See if ribs are on sale. Buy them, put them in the freezer.
Really?
Don't buy, just make what you can tonight. See what's on sale. Be like, oh, I don't want to have that tonight, but maybe I will, because I've been buying ribs when they're like $2 to $3 a pound. Normally they're like $9.
Now I assume that they're on sale because it's rancid meat.
That's also my mind goes to rancid.
Sometimes it's right after like 4th of July, and they thought they were going to sell more ribs than they were going to sell, and they didn't. So now they're trying to get rid of them before they're rancid, because they can't legally sell the rancid meat.
The part that always gets me.
They say that they can't legally
do it.
sell
So here's
it,
the
but
thing.
from where we're sitting, is that I see that it's cheaper than it's supposed to be, and I go, that's a trap.
That's the manager's special bin. That shit is rancid. Also, marinated.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
So at the very end of the meat part, the meat department, there's a little corner shelf that'll have a few other things that like are on sale for just today. That shit is expired the minute you lay your eyes on it.
Now I heard that that you can eat a couple days past expired, but that's house money.
Well, it depends on what. Are you talking meat?
Like, wasn't there?
I get worried with beef if I go.
Wasn't there once upon a time Trader Joe's had like a secondary store?
Trader Joe's is its own little monster.
Trader Joe's controls everything, Zach.
Trader
They
Joe's-
understand it all.
They operate outside of the
Laws,
the rules
of the FDA. Well, what I was going to say about the beef situation is I always get worried because Sarah will go, okay, this beef's expiring tomorrow. Are we going to make it? Let's freeze it. That is a red flag to me because I'm like, well, when I defrost it, how am I going to remember that this is one unfrosted day away from expiration?
Well, why would you defrost it not the day you're going to cook it?
Well, no, but okay, let's say I put
You
Let's say I
think
put
you're
it
better
in there.
than us?
You think I'm better than me?
You think you're better than us?
Let's say I put it, Keith. Oh, it's 3 p.m. and I go, I'm going to want this beef. I put it in the fridge. It takes 24 hours
Not
to
gonna
defrost.
thaw.
Well, should I put it on the counter?
You
Or
should
should
put
I-
it. You should put it in a bowl of ice water or
You
running
think
cold
you're
water.
so much better than us.
It's
You
like taking this
think
personally.
You know what I'm
because
telling
you
you
know
to do?
how to have non-rancid meat.
There you go.
Sous vide that motherfucker.
Yeah, I have sous vide
Sous
from
vide
frozen.
That's right.
from frozen. Only thing is there, if you're going to do that, you have to think about how you're going to season the meat before you freeze it. Because otherwise you're just sous viding
boiled.
bland fucking
You're just
meat.
boiling
Here's a
beef.
question. Here's a question I had for
Okay.
Hank Green.
Okay.
Hank, listen up.
There you go, Hank.
I'm gonna do it again clean for the TikTok.
Get it clean. Hank's
You don't
not going to want a dirty
You don't want us
thing.
to say, Hank, listen up?
Well, it's just we said okay, and that I trust me,
Let's get this one
the audio
really
wasn't
clean.
clean.
Let's get this one
You
clean.
got this, Jack.
No,
You're
because
doing
Zach,
great.
when Zach, and I hate to jump in, but I will, I want Zach's audio to be super clean for Hank.
We know that when Zach has a let's get this clean moment, that he's about to drop fuego.
This is interesting. If this isn't interesting, I will let you know.
You already said it was interesting.
I know he said it was.
You said that's interesting.
Well, I was just being polite.
You were? Dear Hank.
Here, Hank.
Here's a question I have for Hank Green. So when I put food in the freezer, it doesn't go bad, but eventually it does.
Yep.
So what's going on in there? Is bacteria just moving really slow because it's chilly?
That is interesting.
Zach, if I know the answer to this, it's like, it's not going to be a good TikTok.
Do you know the
Do
answer?
you know the answer to this?
Yeah.
Tell us.
Oh, Rainy Science Corner.
And time out. Do you two know the answer to this?
Not
I
really.
think it's because bacteria is moving really slowly, to be totally honest.
I honestly have no idea.
Because I think about this in the fridge too. I'm like, oh, what? You're just cold, so you don't do your job right?
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Well, cold. I understand how the fridge works.
But
It's
things
because they
go
move
ba-
slower because they're tired.
But things
They're
go.
fucking too cold to move fast. You ever been cold? You do not move fast.
Not a fast
That's
mover.
what I assume is happening because things still go bad in the fridge.
Yeah.
They just go bad later.
Slower, yeah.
Because
Everything has latent bacteria, and it is a parasite that is eating it through.
Food preservation.
So what's happening in my freezer, Rainie?
Okay.
That 8 months in, it just decides, actually, I'm
It's
rancid.
bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I thought, like, okay, I know this, but I know it exactly as much as Miles and Keith. That is also my theory. It just goes slowly because it's like hot things move faster. That's why like water to steam, you add heat, water turns to steam because it gets faster.
Steam's faster than water. Or steam's actually slower than water. Think about how
This can't be true.
Think of how slowly fog rolls in versus rain comes down.
I love this form of science. It's just
When you turn
all
the-
anecdotal. This is how they did science in like the 1400s. They're like, well, think about it. Think about
When you turn the faucet on, that's way fucking faster than the fog outside.
Well, think about this. Think about the shower.
Yeah.
The water falling down
okay.
goes way faster than the air
Steam
going.
is so slow, Miles.
Steam is slow.
Think of how long it takes.
No, because that's against gravity,
It's against
obviously.
gravity. Also,
The water
steam-
has gravity on its side.
Defying it.
Think about a
Wicked.
kettle. That steam is booming up the top.
That's because it's coming out of a pressurized hole
From water.
from the water that's wiggling so fast.
That's interesting. Okay.
Because here's
That's
what's
interesting.
I'm picturing my freezer, and is it like half spoiled?
That's
do you
how.
mean?
That's my question. Is it like on a video game, like there's like a little clock that's going, and it's like, and you're just freezing the clock, or is it like, okay, the bacteria is actually? I mean, because I think it is.
Okay.
Like,
I think it's the clock,
They're
yeah.
freezing the bacteria in the ice.
So here's a progress bar. Here's a progress bar.
Scientists are
Is
down
it-
there freezing shit.
Here's a progress bar.
Zach.
Is it like in the freezer, it just goes really, 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 really slow, and one day it goes past the point of okay? Or is it like stop in your tracks, and then after 8 months, it's like fuck you, and it breaks through?
I think you're right. I think it's slowly. I think it's a slow progress.
So that means
Yeah.
that there is bacteria in all of our food that is okay to eat, but at a certain point, it's not okay anymore.
I actually think of something smart,
Here
and
we go.
it's going to be this. I think actually it's both. That food, when oxidized, is starting to rot, and bacteria can be a part of that, but it's not always. Like sometimes you eat food that is expired, and you're like, ugh, that was a little bad, and you have crazy diarrhea, and sometimes you
In
don't.
there, girl.
So I think that it's like the food itself
Yeah.
is oxidizing and rotting and decomposing, but that doesn't necessarily mean that bacteria is going to be there that's going to be super harmful. It could be.
But what about what makes it decompose?
Oh, no, you got me.
I think it's decomposers we learned in science class, which are those bacteria.
Okay, you got me.
I don't know what.
Okay, you got me, Keith. All right, I'll yield. I yield my time.
all right.
All right, I'm in charge of the podcast again.
Okay, you
Point
got
to
me.
Keith.
Anyway, buy your ribs when they're on sale, freeze them, and then sous vide them later.
Yeah.
Welcome to the TryPod, everybody. We are back in the studio
That's
for
right.
a little studio special. Every now and then, we like to mix up the energy. And if this is your first time joining, it's always exactly like this.
I have a question just to get us started off.
Please.
And I hate to jump right on Zach,
Yeah.
but I just want to ask, are you proud of your socks? Or are you embarrassed by them?
You know what? Are you proud of anything you do?
Are you looking at his mug too? or
No,
are you
no,
just
no.
gonna focus
Well,
on the
that
one
was merch. That's business.
He's right. I have dork ass socks.
Well,
It's- They're really cute,
They're cute.
unless you read them.
Yeah, and they say adult in training. Just so
Yeah.
everyone is. Okay, there we go.
That's-
See, that's the reaction that Rainie's having.
Chuggy.
Here's the thing. First of all, we're way past laundry day. But
Oh, okay.
I wear these socks frequently because
you
they're
wear
a
them all the
beautiful
time.
They're
Yeah.
a beautiful green.
Did you get those from a
They're
mom?
free, or did you
Probably,
buy them?
Yeah, probably my mom. Let's be
Yeah.
real here. I've had the look,
No, Zach,
just
you
the
never
green,
love these.
beautiful green.
Yeah.
You see what they say.
Adult in training.
Wanna
Yeah, it's
die.
tough.
And why
It's
are
tough.
they like a gas station logo?
I don't know.
I actually do like the design of them, though.
I just want
think
them
it's
to-
just the phrase I don't care for.
We just want them to say anything
I wish
else.
they just said socks.
That'd be fun.
That socks that
For
say
feet.
socks, feet.
Socks
For
for feet.
Feet within.
Feet within. That's cute.
That's cute. I was worried about my socks because I'm wearing blue socks, but otherwise only black and white.
I actually
And
like
I
the
thought
pattern
that
on
was
those.
a faux pas.
My socks
Yeah.
are all over the fucking place. They're not
Your
even the
sock-
same color.
Why
Yeah.
are they judged down?
They weren't meaning to be. I mean, these are my new jeans.
Thank you for noticing.
Did the jeans do something to the socks?
No, but I just wanted to mention that they were new.
I have new jeans on too.
Where'd you get them?
I got mine from
Corridor.
Madwell.
Madewell, I've heard it makes nice pants.
Yeah, but most of the stores don't have stuff for boys.
That's true. There's Madewell men's, I think, in the East Sides at some point.
There's
Where?
one at this place to the west of here.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So being in the studio is an interesting vibe. It's been a while.
I like
Yeah.
it in here.
I
I
feel
don't
like-
have to
yeah.
drive.
That is true.
But we've got a huge episode today.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Because, so essentially, you might have noticed a TV.
Well,
in the room?
we have.
Okay, let me cue
The
it up.
audience has it.
Rainie-
The viewers may not know, but Rainie spent a while zhuzhing a monitor. Whoa.
Rainie made a slideshow.
Rainie made a PowerPoint presentation. This is really interesting.
It was also Rainie gave us homework.
Yeah.
She gave us she sent us 2 links and
Well,
said, listen to this, and then she said, actually don't.
Well, yeah, that's
And
right.
then she sent us a Vine compilation,
And did you
try
guys
not
all
to
watch?
laugh challenge.
No, I didn't have time.
Said watch it ahead
okay.
of time. I guess just to report back on what made us laugh.
Well, it was a little coded because I didn't want to give too much away.
Okay, interesting, because I didn't do any of that.
Me neither.
And I probably should have, but
You said
I
it,
was,
2
okay.
hours ago.
and I was driving, to be fair.
No, and I did say no worries if you don't have time.
Okay, there you go.
And honestly, the Vine one was just a little treat for you guys because I watched it and it was really funny.
It was just something that made you laugh.
No, it was actually for work.
Oh. It was work for me.
I'm on.
Actually, now that you're asking, it was work for me.
It was billable hours.
That's billable.
I'm on the edge of my seat. What is
okay. So
this
what do you
PowerPoint?
see on the screen?
I see
I see 3 fashionable men.
fancy,
Very
glamorous,
fashionable,
glamorous folk.
We're talking about hair in all sizes: short, medium, long.
Top, sides.
Yeah.
Side.
The
They're
man to
all
the
silver.
left barely has any hair at all. The man in the middle has kind of an updo, and the man on the far right has dreads.
So much hair.
So
Isn't
these
that
are.
bad?
This is Earth, Wind, Fire, the band.
You know what?
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. So what is Earth, Wind, Fire?
A band.
Elements.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, keep going.
Here we go.
Whatever, she's got a plan.
Okay,
Let her go.
this next slide. Next slide. Rainie's moving.
Unsung elements of media, parentheses, tripod edition, line. Books, music, obscure social media ops.
So this is unsung elements of media.
Exactly.
Wow.
Because we've talked about TV and movies a lot on this show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, very good point.
But here are some things that are not struck work and
Very nice.
are really interesting.
Really good point.
Should we do a whole bunch of PowerPoint presentations
think
for
that-
each other?
I'd like to make one.
Oh, I don't
I
want
would like to see Miles's
I want to
PowerPoint.
watch
Excited.
you. I want to watch your guys's and do nothing of my own.
That sounds
Okay,
good
that's
for
okay.
Keith.
yeah.
I'm on board.
Oh,
Oh, watch out! Your Topo Chicos.
Okay, so
Music.
I sent you, one of the lists that I sent you is the top songs of 2013. So I want you guys to look at the link that I sent you and choose what the most visceral / best is,
First
in
of
your
all,
opinion.
she sent us an Apple Music link, and that upset
Yeah, I
me.
don't.
you sent me an
I don't
Apple
use-
Music
I don't
link?
use that.
Rainie.
I don't use that.
Rainie. Songs off most. I
want- I
don't have Apple Music.
Can you just read out the songs to me?
I want the world to know that our group chat is called Plug Squad.
It is. And Rainie, I'm re-downloading Apple Music at this point.
I'm not gonna read
Do
down.
you use Apple Music? This
I
whole day
wish.
is a sham.
No, I don't, because my friend bamboozled me into Spotify because she kept saying that it was for cooler people, and I was like,
Spotify
fine.
is much better.
It is for cooler people.
Okay, well, we actually
Do you
work with
see
Spotify, so-
people's Spotify Wrapped?
By the way, so embarrassing for me.
Okay,
I don't
guys,
need
I
people to watch.
unfortunately did just pay $10.99 for. And it was as simple as a double click, and I didn't really mean to, but it was like, do you want Apple Music? And Rainie made me buy it. And I just said, well, I guess I just double clicked for a free
Wait, you
trial, and it
bought
said,
Apple?
you're being billed $10.99 for Apple Music.
Bill it, but tell Devin.
No. No, that was your mistake.
Just tell Devin.
That was your mistake, Miles.
Just
No,
explain
we can't
this
cover
is what
that.
My own
happened.
cash. Okay.
Okay.
You're not
send me the
salaried
link.
anymore. You have to do your own expenses on your own taxes.
I have scrolled through. This is the top pop hits of 2013, and
Yeah.
by my estimation, there are exactly 6 good songs that were made in the year 2013.
I'm really curious as to which ones you like, because they are, to me, this is just an era.
By the way, We Can't Stop by Miley, I think, is like maybe the song of the summer every summer.
We can't stop.
And
We
we
won't
won't
stop.
stop. But also, Rainie, I'm curious. So this is 2013. How old were you in 2013 where you were listening to these bops?
I was between sophomore and junior year of high school.
yeah, that's as
Gotcha.
good as music's ever gonna get.
Yeah.
And I was sophomore, it's a junior of college, I guess.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I was sophomore of living in LA.
This is sophomore of living.
Close your eyes right now and think of the best song ever made. Did that song come out your first year of college? Yes, it did.
I love
Whatever
College
you-
by Asher Roth.
Whatever you were listening to when you first left home is
Did you? I mean,
best
that's
era of music.
interesting. I think it is sort of like that age
Disagree.
bracket. But I wasn't having a ball the first year I left, so I think I don't have as good of memories with like my 19-year-olds.
I mean, Kornfeld was listening to Royals by Lord and getting ass because of it.
100%.
What if I told you that the year 2013 introduced us to a little New Zealand songbird named Lord?
Lorda.
Wow.
That's right.
What if I told you that 2013 gave us Daft Punk Get Lucky?
Yeah.
You like that song?
Yeah.
Obviously, I like
Okay,
that
I
song.
wasn't sure if that was one of your 6.
That album's incredible.
I have to pick 6. Let's pick one each.
Yeah.
He picked 6.
Sorry.
He said there were only 6 good ones on the entire
Oh,
list.
I see.
You got Summertime Sadness by Miss Lana Del Rey.
I got that summertime.
Man, there's so many good pops
I'm
here.
still sad. You know what? You guys are gonna be surprised with my number one pick here.
Before you go.
What's that?
I'm really curious.
Number one song of 2013, Fucking Problems by A$AP Rocky.
Really?
Whoa. Can you give
I
us
hate to say it, but it's Blurred Lines by Robin Thicke.
You piece of shit.
Here's the thing. That song is
No,
like...
it's not that, but yeah.
It's problematic, but it's a really good song.
Yeah, I think that of these songs,
It's got a hook.
I mean, I see Brave by Sarah Bareilles, and I just can't think of a time I was more inspired on the subway than like riding on the subway in between my internship at Late Night with Seth Meyers and listening to Brave by Sarah Bareilles, sweating through my clothes.
Name drop.
Sorry, name drop.
Your clothes.
Name drop. You see?
Can I
Your
go
clothes.
out on a limb
My
here
clothes.
and say I'm gonna pop some tags?
I'm
Only got-
gonna pop some tags.
And everyone wants to pretend like Macklemore's a laughing stock now, but actually
that came out in 2013.
That's
Wow,
crazy.
I'm putting that in my mind as something that came out when I guess it could have. It must have been early 2013 because I remember listening to that in Chicago, and I moved to LA in the summer of 2013.
Hey, I'm revising. There are a couple good songs on here. This girl is on fire. Tis the season to skip the indoor rush. When the holidays knock, answer with DoorDash. Get holiday groceries and gifts delivered fast and enjoy everything you need for hosting and toasting. Make DoorDash your go-to for getting holiday gifts and ingredients right when you need them. Look, I know you're busy. You can skip the trip to the store with fast delivery so you can stock up on holiday groceries and home goods. Whether it's same-day delivery of goods, groceries, or those last-minute party essentials, DoorDash has got you covered. They've got thousands of grocery and retail stores available nationwide. You're going to find whatever you need when you need them. And as a Dash Pass member, you can enjoy exclusive offers and perks all season long on stocking stuffers, decor, groceries, meals, and more. You also get a $0 delivery fee and reduced service fees on eligible orders, too. Woo! Get everything you need for the holidays at your door with DoorDash. Use code TRYHOLIDAY to get 50% off up to $10 value when you spend $15 or more at convenience, grocery, or select retail stores on DoorDash. Terms apply. This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. I always look forward to the holidays, but honestly, if I'm being honest, I also get a little sad. There's just something about when it gets colder, I don't want to go out. The holidays can be a lot. It's natural to feel sadness or anxiety, but adding something new like therapy into your life can really help counteract those feelings. Therapy can be that bright spot amid all this stress and change. It's really something to look forward to each and every week. If you have not tried therapy, you should give BetterHelp a try. It is easy, convenient, and flexible. What I love is I don't have to travel to a therapist's office. Whether I'm traveling or here at work, I can go for a walk, talk to my therapist. It makes it so easy. Just fill out a brief questionnaire, you get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Find your bright spot this season with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/TryPod today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/TryPod.
Yeah, again, Keith, I get what you mean, though. In my head, it came out when I was a freshman in high school.
Yeah,
But-
I'm like picturing it in college, but that didn't
No,
happen.
it didn't. But it was a time to be alive.
Can you imagine if it existed with TikTok? Like if it came out when TikTok was here?
Damn.
So many TikToks in the thrift store.
I want, yeah, it really
Lip-syncing
would have
to it.
been. I guess when did Musical.ly come out? I don't even know.
When I was in college.
Does he say that he has a big cock in that?
He can just walk into it, he's like, "What up? I got a big cock." He
Yeah,
says
cock.
walk into the club like, what up? I got a big cock. And when he was in the 3rd grade, he thought that he was gay.
How does one walk like you have a big cock? Is it
Slowly.
confidence or with the lumbering?
With the lumbering.
Well, I think it's like he's like, the way he walks means there's weight there.
He's riding that tricycle.
The BDE.
Do you think Macklemore has BDE?
Macklemore?
Yeah.
No, I actually don't.
I think he has
MDE.
soothing energy, actually. I think that
Yeah,
if he was at a
he's been
cocktail
through
party,
it.
he would be quite humble.
Yeah.
He gives me NGE,
No good energy.
normal guy energy.
Not
Whoa,
great
no, I
energy.
think he's smart.
I think that if you met Macklemore, you'd be charmed by him.
I
Yeah.
would love
I
to.
know I would
I think
be.
it would
No.
be great to have a vegetarian sandwich with him.
Yeah, no, that's interesting. He would have a banh mi, but it would be with tofu.
Uh-huh.
I would eat some hummus with him.
Ooh, he would have that.
He's allergic. Macklemore's allergic to hummus.
I can't have that.
I can't have that, but I'm here to pop some tags.
Okay, so wait. Yours is thrift shop, Miles.
No, I think that mine is Brave by Sarah Bareilles. I really genuinely like that
Can
song, and I
look
like
at
that
your guys'-
album.
Can I
Yeah.
look at the list? I don't want to pay $11.
No, that's totally fair. Rainie made me pay for it. No, I just like Sarah Bareilles a lot. I liked Waitress on Broadway. I think Sarah Bareilles is really talented, and I also grew up listening to Ingrid Michaelson and Sarah Bareilles like almost exclusively.
Ingrid Michaelson, by the way, does not give the credit that she deserves.
Oh, like 3 of my high school relationships, our song was an Ingrid Michaelson song.
Which songs? Do you remember?
The Hat was a big
Oh.
one. I knitted you a hat, all blue and gold. And then You and I think
You
was
and
a
I is
different
really
relationship.
cute.
And then I think I'm sure I had a
The
third
Way.
one.
Or
Keith,
wait,
your option
The Way.
is Applause by Lady Gaga.
It's there, but how can I not choose best song ever by One Direction? It's screaming at me that it's the best one on the list.
That's a good point.
It's screaming at me. I'm like,
It
oh, well,
wants
one
to
of
be
them.
chosen.
If sometimes if you act it, you are it.
Now, interestingly, none of you have mentioned I Knew You Were Trouble by Taylor Swift. Collectively canceled.
I did see that
Well.
one too. I was like, there's actually a lot
Rainie's
on
getting
here.
it.
As long as I've got my suit and tie.
It's a good one.
Suit and tie is yours?
The cup song was on there.
Anna Kendrick style?
I got the ticket for the
Long way home.
No.
2 mile whiskey all day.
I think was applause on there? Then yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one.
Gaga.
Applause is an incredible song.
Tell me
I
more.
live for the applause. I like that she's singing about how, as a performer, you are doing it for the validation of the audience,
Definitely true.
and that you want people to put their hands up. It's just this very good, self-aware song that is a great inner monologue of every performer. Really, it's like turn the lights on, put your hands up, make them touch, make it really loud. Like tell me you like me, give me approval.
I like that.
Because that you are why I'm here is it. I feel it's a really deep song. Lady Gaga, she's deep.
She's awesome.
deep.
She does it all, man.
Does it all. I'd like to see her in Vegas.
Be cool.
That'd
Do you
be
guys
really
listen to
cool.
music?
No.
When you listen, because I've been trying to do this thing recently where I just listen to music and I don't do anything else.
You sit on the floor with your eyes closed.
Genuinely, at my desk, I'll
Yeah.
okay, let me put on Spotify and just lean back in my chair and just listen to the music. And I find it makes me enjoy the music more. Because I typically am having music on in my car. I'm having music on when I'm doing dishes or
What's
whatever.
your second screen?
Yeah, it's my second screen is my ears. And
Yeah.
recently I've been like, oh, let me just fucking vibe to, Phoebe Bridgers, and it's I find that it improves the quality of the music.
Well, I don't know if you guys saw, but I just discovered Paramore.
It's huge for
heard
you.
about
This is a big
this.
moment.
This is
You
good.
walked
Welcome.
You walked
Thank
into
you.
the office.
Rainie's gonna dye her bangs.
Oh yeah. I mean, first of all, I would love to see her perform.
Yeah, she
Get in
rocks.
line,
'Cause,
girl.
She's so cool.
I just like the energy in the music is so high. It would be such a feat to perform those songs. But I listened to a song and I was like, there are 18 different songs in this song. So cool.
It's so cool. Sequoia interviewed her, right?
I can't believe that.
Yeah,
It's crazy cool.
So cool.
Wow.
Huge shout out.
I see on this list Icona Pop. I Don't Care.
I love
It's
that
a really
song.
fun song for when you're driving in your
Oh,
car and
yeah.
you just don't care. Go ahead, Zach.
Icona Pop performed at the Streamys. I was sitting front row dressed as Santa Claus. Keith left.
I had to go because I'm a father. And
Leaving Zach in a Santa costume alone.
I made a promise that I would be home for bedtime, and I was.
and I made a promise that I would watch Icona Pop by myself dressed as Santa.
And I
That's
offered
awesome.
Zach to change and give me all of his Santa stuff. He's like, no, I'm going to ride it out.
I'm gonna go down with the ship.
And I'm like, cool, man. I took some of your things with me. I took like your beard.
So I felt, as Santa, I felt that it was my responsibility to give a lot of energy to Iconopop. This is their big comeback. They're kicking it off at the streamies. Santa needs to give approval.
I still can't believe they sat us front and center.
That's so funny.
Fucking two Santa Clauses sitting, and every single person who had to give a speech, however thoughtful or funny it was, had to look straight down and see two full Santa Clauses, and then Rhett and Link looking nice, Eric looking nice, other people looking nice, and then their focus comes back to two Santa Clauses clapping and trying to give a lot of energy because they feel out of place.
So Iconopop is singing, and they do the classic end of song bit where they come down to the crowd, and now they're going to let other people sing, and they put the mic into my face, but it's the part of the song is, I drove my car into a bridge. What's the next lyric?
Summer days when you be
No.
I drive my car into a bridge.
Okay,
I'll lie down.
No, you missed a line.
Okay, I'll watch it burn.
Let it burn. And I wasn't confident. And I was the first person that they put the mic in front of. And I also perhaps snuck outside to have a little hit of the Doobie Smack joint. So maybe my throat's a little dry and they didn't refill my water. And so they put the microphone into my mouth. And
the song is from 10 years ago, though, to be fair to you.
And I froze. And I it may have been Pop, looked me in the eyes. And I could feel the disappointment.
You should have just gone, ho, ho, ho.
That honestly would have slapped.
Going to a bridge. Ho, ho, ho.
I don't care.
I feel like I let Iconopop down.
I think you kind of did.
You did. And
They took a gamble, though, to put the microphone out.
I kind of don't.
Santa.
I kind of think it's overdone at crowd.
Yeah.
Where, the thing is, I keep seeing TikToks of people singing. I'm not gonna name names, but they'll be like, nah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's I kind of think that people came to see you sing.
If I go to a concert and you put the mic out to the audience, refund. I did not come to hear other people sing the chorus.
Yeah.
I want your voice.
Yes.
Agreed. Even if it's people singing it with them, that's great.
That's great. And
But
you can go,
I don't get
everyone sing along.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it always feels like they're so proud of themselves. They're like, wow, I made it. And it's like, okay, you revel in that later.
Yeah, this is more about
This
you.
is about you. You're working.
I think it's okay if everyone sing along for the performer to step back and enjoy it.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
they shouldn't put the mic out and demand it.
No.
If everyone is singing and they're overwhelmed that
great.
Arena is singing their
Yeah.
song and they take a moment to step back and smile and take it in, hell yeah, that's
sure.
cool. We love to see people show their vulnerable side.
If I wanted to hear someone sing the chorus shitty, I'd just go for a ride with Miles. Am I right?
Oh, dang. How do you feel, Miles?
Didn't know you felt that way, Zach. I guess I could use some vocal.
Am I trained?
Am I
No.
trained? No.
But do I care?
Do I care? It's passion that I bring.
Yeah.
Which I think.
And I thought that was enough.
I thought that was enough.
Okay. Now, Zach.
Let's go. Sadie Sink in the sink, dude. Sadie Sink is, I think, one of the greatest actors of our generation.
I mean, I only know her from this music video, and she crushes.
We're talking about the All Too Well
It's like
Taylor's
one of the most
version.
famous teenagers ever. She's in Stranger Things.
Oh, I couldn't watch that because it was too scary.
She's good in it.
Anyways, okay. Zach, you haven't seen it.
I've never watched the music video. 12 minutes. Who has that time?
Are you okay? You guys tread lightly.
Yeah, Zach loved Tenet or whatever. So I don't know if he can talk
Sorry,
about 12 minutes.
I only
being too
watched
long.
Star Wars.
No, I've listened to it. I don't know why. There's no reason I haven't. I'm interested. I would like to watch it right now.
What song?
All Too Well by
Taylor's version.
Taylor's-
Have you seen that music video? It's actually a short film.
I'm not against anyone, but I haven't seen music videos of anyone.
You don't watch music videos that much?
No.
I find that I'm watching them just because I'm looking on YouTube and I'm getting served them, and I find that it's a nice little art piece.
Oh yeah, I love a music video.
Love an MV.
Okay, if you haven't seen it, I have a synopsis. Quote at the beginning, it's all fade to black. Quote, "Love is so short, forgetting is so long." The first part of the song, I know.
Whoa.
is they're really in love. It's like, oh, young love. Like they just depict it so well. Obviously, Sadie Sink and Dylan O'Brien, who I'm in love with.
Do you know who the song's about?
Oh yeah, do you?
Jake Gilly,
Young
right?
Jake Gilly.
But here's what's interesting, because I just watched it today, and the captions say when Jake is talking or when Dylan is talking, it says man says this. So they're trying to protect Jake. Or they're trying to not get an NDA.
No, I think it's like a libel issue.
Yeah.
It's not that they're trying to protect him. They're trying to protect him and his integrity. No, I think that it's just probably poor taste for her to be like, Jake Gyllenhaal, quote. Then like,
Playing the role of Jake Gyllenhaal today.
It's like so
will be-
inappropriate.
Tell me what's going on. Sorry. Tell me what's going on with the scarf.
Okay, so
Uh-oh.
I have quotes written down about this.
Because I love me a good scarf, but I've never been.
So this is at the very end. You keep my scarf from the very first week because it reminds you of innocence and it smells like me. It is about. Miles is gonna have to have a Reese's while he learns about this.
Reese's. Did you
Well,
call
he
it a
learns
Reese's?
about-
I hate when people call it Reese's.
I call it Reese's.
What do you
Not
call
Reese's.
It's a Risa.
Reese's.
A single one is a Risa.
It's a
And
Risa.
Here's how you know it's Reese's.
Yeah. Reese's versus Reese's.
Reese's Pieces. It's not Reese's Pieces.
I'd love to say it though.
That's
like
wrong.
That. It makes my tongue sing and dance.
If you want to say it wrong and you know that you're saying it wrong for fun, that's fine.
But do you know its astrological sign?
It's a Taurus.
Rices Pisces.
That was pretty good, honestly.
That's
I think
pretty good.
Hey Zach, you really are an adult in training. But
Go on,
scarf.
speak
gonna
with
burn
your
these
mouth
socks
full. Go
when I
ahead.
get home.
for context, the scarf is Taylor Swift leaves her scarf at his sister's house, and it is her virginity. A red scarf that she can't get back. He has it now
And
for
it
good.
Smells like her.
It smells like her. Yeah, and it's red.
Wow. Red.
The idea is that Jake Gyllenhaal.
Took her virginity and completely obliterated her. Didn't even say that it was love until after they broke up.
Oh. Okay, and I guess and again, I just so we don't slander Jake, so we don't slander Taylor. This is like a fan piece. Fans are piecing this together, and that is the narrative that they've run with.
But it's kind of obvious. Like, what else would the
It's
scarf be?
It's kind of obvious, or is it just symbolism?
Is it?
Maybe
yeah, but
it's just
that's
like
true.
a scarf.
Well, the thing about All Too Well is it's very artistic, very artful. There's lots of metaphors. There's lots of like, okay, when they're in a fight, she's doing all the dishes. He's just putting the dishes in the sink. Obviously, it's not like she's being like, he sucks.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's what you're getting. Because it's like she's doing all the work.
Yeah, that is interesting. I mean, I love the scarf. I've also seen the scarf thing be represented in photos. That's like Jake Gyllenhaal was wearing this scarf in paparazzi photos a long time ago. And then there's like recent photos of Taylor Swift wearing the scarf that he was wearing.
She got
Then.
the scarf back?
It seems like she either got the scarf back or there was a sort of she bought the scarf because it was an interesting sort of little side quest.
Oh.
But I just saw a photo of Jake Gyllenhaal paparazzi from like around the time when they would have been dating, and then a photo of Taylor Swift now, and she's wearing the same scarf.
Whoa. That is tea.
I guess I don't wear scarves
Hot in
anymore.
Los Angeles. Did you Chicago?
I did, but I didn't like wear a scarf because I wanted to. I had to. Scarf never got to be a fashion thing. It was a
love
keep my
it.
face warm.
Yeah, right.
Thing.
I mean, but it's just in a little scarf all bundled up with a cocoa, Keith.
They can be cute, but no, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're just always cute.
I think they're always cute. It's just we aren't allowed to wear them in Los
Wear
Angeles.
them.
You're not allowed. It's against the law, actually.
It's
against the
LA
law.
Newsom.
municipal code. We're just touching toes.
Touching toes. But
I love a scarf.
yeah, I like that. So anyway, so speak on this. So we're now covering
Oh, yeah.
this.
So now
Or
we're
you just
covering
wanted to
this.
show us the photo.
I think that was, I mean, what else did I have? Well, I guess I also have to talk about Dylan O'Brien. Because
Okay.
I literally just spent like, I don't know, 10 minutes on Dylan O'Brien talk. And he is always at parties. He is always being silly.
Yeah, we love. He's such a great dude to party with. He's so cool.
You haven't been with him.
Oh, everybody has party with Dylan O'Brien.
He's
Zach, I know you're joking, but like it still hurts. It stings.
Do you not remember? No, we had that dinner the other night when we like the Miles celebration dinner at Keith's house.
Oh, and it was Dylan came at the end.
I
He
literally-
he was late because he brought marshmallow fluff.
that he made.
He made it all made.
Whoa, that actually, like, if you guys hung out with Dylan O'Brien at a dinner,
Well, now I know that I've seen movies that he's in. What are they?
Maze Runner.
Oh, we all love the
I didn't
Maze
watch
Runner.
that
It's
one.
so good.
Didn't watch that one.
When was
Heard
the
it was
last time you
bad.
watched the Maze Runner, Rainey?
Recently.
Oh, okay.
No, but I watched it recently for the second time, and it was actually it really holds up.
Does it?
Heard
it was bad when it
Look, and
came
I
out.
like Dylan O'Brien as a part of the Swiftie-verse, and I would never be caught dead saying I did it. But I think The Maze Runner is like a serviceable young adult film, and I think that the
What's a
Divergent
serviceable
series,
mean?
like it's fine, it's okay. But I think
Okay.
there are better young adult science fiction flicks out there, and The Maze Runner
Like
in the second
Divergent.
one, like Divergent, Insurgent, whatever it is. But I think that in the second Maze Runner, it's zombies.
Oh, I didn't watch the second.
Yeah, super
irrelevant.
confusing.
It's super confusing.
Yeah. So essentially, I don't know how much more I should even say about it, but it's an amazing music video, and I do think you guys should watch it.
Thank you.
Now, Rainie, I'm curious.
Yeah.
If we had Dylan O'Brien just show up at the office one
Zach,
day.
if you could, do you think you could get him?
I don't know. Zach's one of the most powerful people in Hollywood. You think he can get Dylan O'Brien?
So here's the thing about Dylan. I'm concerned that obviously I have a lot of fantasies about a lot of celebrities.
Yes.
Sure.
I am worried-
Obviously.
Obviously.
In the sense of like, okay, yeah, could date Timothy, but
Right.
wouldn't want to.
And
I actually
are
think
we
I would reject
afraid
him.
that you were afraid that you would woo Dylan
No.
too much?
This is the issue. I think we would be friends. It's
It
like,
would be a spark.
I think I would have a crush on him, but I don't know if he'd have a crush on me.
Interesting.
But maybe.
We have to organize a meet cute with Dylan O'Brien.
Yeah. I mean, I maybe could pull it off. Who knows?
You have to like spill your soup into his soup or something.
Yeah. How would you, if you saw Dylan O'Brien in the wild, how would you sort of facilitate a meet cute?
Spill your soup into his
How
soup.
about, okay, here's the thing about the meet cute. I think that meet cutes should always have, you shouldn't have to figure out a way to talk to them because they're famous. That's impossible. So you should really have, like, okay, we are, for some reason, on a school project together. Or
Wait,
we are
sorry.
working together.
You're just creating hypotheticals?
You're creating a hypothetical. I'm talking about
Yeah.
action.
We're talking about how are you going to get your soup into
Yeah.
his soup?
How about this? Zach has a 50th birthday party or whatever.
There we go.
It's coming up soon.
So let's say like Zach's
Yeah.
birthday party is at the office, and it's like, oh, a bunch of Zach's like, friends
the
are
Zach
here.
farewell tour.
The Zach and like Dylan O'Brien's
Right.
here, you're obviously there, and then you see him from across the thing, but it's like not that big of a party,
Right,
so
right,
like it's
right.
accessible. You probably could talk to him. What would you say, and how would you woo?
Okay, this is an amazing question. I want to hear what you guys would do. I
And
want to
also
hear your
in
advice.
LA, like you think that this is totally random, but actually I think that
Yeah.
the longer you live in LA, the higher the likelihood is that you're like at a party like this.
Yeah.
I believe, everyone has their celeb except, what is it?
Hall pass.
Everyone has their celeb hall pass list. You can't have one if you live in Los Angeles.
It doesn't work.
It's the hypothetical becomes too real, and
Yes.
now all of a sudden you're cruising around Air One looking for
Ooh.
I don't know.
Love.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Well, Keith's like had a crush on Natalie Portman, and I saw her at a Blue Bottle with her baby.
Whoa.
She would go to Blue Bottle for sure.
So I called Keith. He came on down.
Can I tell you? Days ago, Maggie was walking Bowie. Maggie was walking the dog. Sees Hillary Duff.
No way.
Hillary looks at Bowie, smiles. I say, Maggie, you drop that leash. You let Bowie run to her.
She did?
She didn't. I wasn't there.
Oh.
I would have. I'd
Yeah.
be BFFs with Hillary right now.
Well, I wonder what Hillary Duff's up to.
She's like,
I feel like
Mrs.
she's
Duff?
doing well.
I think she was doing that show.
Yeah.
I met your father. Moving on.
Hillary.
Dylan O'Brien.
How would I woo Dylan?
Dylan O'Brien meet. This is a Dylan O'Brien
Oh,
meet
I've got
cute.
it.
Yeah.
Dance floor.
Meet him on the dance floor.
I think that's a great idea, actually.
Mm-hmm. Thank
It's
you.
like a fun song. That's, by the way, Sarah and I met each other, and we met at the snack table.
Yeah.
I said, "You're a little snack monkey, aren't you?" She said,
That was your opener.
I was. She said,
Which I think
yes.
is a really strong opener.
actually
You're
is strong.
a little snack.
We were both
monkey.
chomping down on all the snacks. And
And-
it was like comical. And I was like, wow, you're a little snack monkey, huh? Bad line, but it worked.
and she turned
got
and
married.
went, yes.
She went, yes, my prince in shining armor. And then, but that night we danced very silly. It was like, there was like this like French DJ pop music going on at this party. And there was like 4 people dancing.
This
we
is-
were like dancing, having fun.
Wow.
And it really like was like
Yeah.
a fun thing. It was not, no one was trying to be cool. It was just like a fun little
So
dance.
you see Dylan O'Brien at the bar. You tap
No.
his shoulder 3 times.
Okay.
Hey,
He
Buster.
turns and you say, "You're a little snack monkey, aren't you?"
Mm.
And he goes,
"Pardon?"
What? And you go, shh. No words, just dance moves. You start dancing.
I mean, I love that plan. I think my plan is to just start dancing, and obviously he will be like, "Who is dancing? Oh my god,
Who is dancing?
She's such a good dancer."
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what would you guys do? What
Dylan's
would you
at the
do?
bar.
How would I woo Dylan
Yeah.
O'Brien?
Dylan's at the bar. You walk behind him. Everyone loves being tapped on the shoulder.
Especially when their tin hollow shoulder is being tapped.
He turns and you say, "Hey, you ever get your back cracked?"
Ooh.
Here's what I actually do. Well, sorry, get your back cracked? You want to like do acupressure?
Have you
on it?
ever gotten your back cracked?
Cracked? And he goes, yeah.
Yeah.
You go, "Sick."
I'm Miles. Yo, probably what I do actually is in reality, Rainie.
Yeah.
Here's what I do.
Okay, here we go.
I have a friend. Go stand near him.
Oh, that's good.
I walk up to the friend, initiating a conversation with somebody I know obviously very well.
Yeah.
Then I turn to Dylan and go, "Oh, hey, by the way, I'm Miles. Nice to meet you."
Nice.
Assuming I think that they know each other, so it makes sense that I'm introducing myself to this person.
Oh.
And then Dylan O'Brien goes, "Oh, I actually don't. Yeah, I'm Dylan. Whatever. We all meet each other."
Right.
Oh,
But I'm
shoot, you
just
don't know
like-
each other? Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, just whatever. But oh, yeah, you know whoever's party it is or whatever event we are at or whatever, Easter Sunday brunch it is.
And that
Okay.
will go for Miles.
Here's
that will go
here's
around.
what I do. I walk up to him.
Tapping on his shoulder.
I say, "Oh my gosh, what do you? Oh, oh no, I've spilled my soup right
right
into
into
his
your
soup."
Yeah.
I say, "Oh my gosh, how are we going to
Classic.
sort this out? I guess
Oh,
you'll just pour half of your soup back into mine." So embarrassing. You were having minestrone. I was having clam chowder.
Right. Ew.
Ugh.
Bad
Minute
combo.
clam.
Should we just both go somewhere else and get some new soup?
You're gonna say, should we just both kiss?
Should we just kiss right now?
I did actually hear about on a TikTok. It was saying, okay, if you see somebody, you say, "Hey, can you hold my jacket while I tie my shoe?" And then,
To a stranger?
They're gonna steal your jacket.
well, if it's Dylan, he has a lot of jackets. And then
Dylan has plenty.
he's got plenty. And then it's that Ben Franklin quote about like how favors make good friends. He's done you a favor, so now he automatically feels helpful.
Now you tell him,
And
"Hey,
productive.
you're a regular Ben Franklin." Dylan O'Brien's in the party. I run in screaming. I say, "Hey, you look like a dog lover.
Yeah.
I just lost mine. Get on out here." We search the city all night long. We don't find my dog, but we bond. We become friends. At the end of the night, I say, "Hey, I may have lost a dog, but I made a friend."
And you lean
Our
in for a kiss.
hands.
Yeah.
Touch. We lean in. And I say, "Dylan, not like this." And he says, "I'll wait for you."
Then you text him the next morning being
Chills.
like,
Chills.
"Guess who came home?" And you send a picture of your dog. And like, "I can't believe I have two amazing friends in my life now."
A single tear
Uh-huh.
goes down Dylan O'Brien's face.
Dylan leans in for another kiss. And I say, "Wait, man's best friend is already taken. But you can be."
Lover. Dun. It's
Oh.
a Taylor Swift callback.
You can be my lover.
Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Oh, stop.
Dylan, we're coming for you. Pucker up, buddy.
We're all gonna kiss you, Dylan.
We're coming and we're spilling soup and swapping spit.
Swapping soup.
Swapping soup, if you know what I mean.
Next topic.
What the fuck is this?
The hell is this? Pokemon cards?
This isn't the fairy porn smut the girls are reading nowadays, is it?
No.
Oh.
This is the Pixie Hollow girls.
Oh, my mistake.
So these are my two.
My mistake.
First of all, I read these Pixie Hollow books. These are actually elementary school. And one time in 4th grade, I said, it was like, what genre is this? And I still believed in fairies. But I was just old enough where I was like, I should not believe in fairies.
I've been there. Genuinely. Yeah. It wasn't a joke, Rainie. You laughed, but it wasn't a joke, and I would be out in the woods looking for fairy houses a lot.
Yeah.
Oh.
A little bit
Yep.
too old to
How
do
old
that.
were you when you did that?
I don't even want to say.
15, 15?
Older than you'd think. Picture whatever age is like appropriate. Think a little
Add
bit
two.
older than that. Add 2.
Wow.
So I put realistic fiction because in my head I was like, well, fairies exist, but maybe Raina didn't do this actual thing. And then I got marked down.
Jesus was a person, but maybe he did.
Jesus is kind of a fairy.
I'm not well read enough.
We have to cut that.
We celebrate him with colorful eggs.
That's a good point.
That's very fairy-like.
That is fun and it is whimsical. So, Rainie, your point is, sorry, these are a bunch of books.
Yeah.
Get it.
Exactly.
I didn't read these.
Oh, sorry.
I've never heard of these.
I didn't know what the question was.
What do you need from us?
Is he the one that looks like Tinkerbell? Is that one Tinkerbell?
I would like to validate that these are in fact books that I mean Keith is on the
Address the
floor.
court. These are books with fairies on them.
Queen Clarion's secret. Dolce's taste of magic.
Ooh. Essentially, they just live in this like amazing sisterhood matriarch. But what I really want to talk about is the website. You're just flying around, you're cooking acorn pie, that kind of thing. But you get to choose your character.
Is she pitching a crypto idea? I can't quite tell.
The light talent, guess what their special talent is?
Being awesome.
No, here's the thing. You buy in an acorn pie at a base level.
Base level.
The acorn
pies are going to surge.
They only get more valuable.
It's true, though.
Then you can trade in your acorn pie for other things in the real world. Like, I don't know.
Pine cone soup.
A Whole Foods subscription.
A Whole Foods subscription.
Next up, Percy Jackson. Did you guys read?
No.
No, but actually, I remember seeing the little boy. Was it Dylan O'Brien? Who's the little boy who's Percy Jackson?
No, it's so confusing because Dylan O'Brien and Logan Lerman look almost identical.
It's Logan Lerman.
Yeah.
And he looks a lot like him. I didn't read Percy Jackson. I don't really know why. I feel like I skipped it. I read Magic Treehouse. I read fucking Aragon. I read fucking Magic Compass.
I feel like you would have loved Percy Jackson. I kind of think you should read it now.
Honestly, that's not a bad idea.
And
they're doing
TikTok
a new
it?
one, right? New Percy?
Yeah. New Percy.
New Percy.
New Percy, who dis?
Did you guys?
Seems cool.
It's a really great book. Did you guys read it?
No.
Okay, let me give you a synopsis.
Yes, please.
Here we go.
We're dying for it.
Percy Jackson essentially finds out that his dad is Poseidon.
Yes.
And Zeus thinks that Percy stole his lightning bolt. So Percy goes first to Camp Half-Blood for refuge, and then he has to go on a quest to find the lightning bolt. He thinks it's with Hades, so he has to travel from New York to California.
Sounds lit as fuck. Honestly,
awesome.
I'm gonna
It's
stop you
sick.
right there. I'm in. I'm so in.
Wait, why does
Sick.
Thor not know where his lightning bolt really is?
No, it's
Zeus.
Percy.
Zeus, rather. I'm sorry, Zeus.
It was stolen.
But why does he think that the kid took it?
I think only
He's a
mortals can
god.
steal it. I think only mortals can because like Poseidon can't. That's like
Then how did it end
ancient
up in
rules.
Hades?
Keith, you sound so fucking stupid right now.
Then educate me.
Well, no, I think that it's a Hercules situation, no?
No,
Tell me about
his name is
Hercules.
Percy.
You don't know
Hercules?
Hercules? Hercules?
Oh, I know. Well, I saw the Disney version. What's the myth around
no, that's
Hercules?
they do a good job of
He's
doing
half
that.
god, half person.
Yeah.
He's competes in the Olympics.
He's also Zeus's son.
He does a lot of good stuff. Yeah.
Would you fuck a god?
I mean,
Obviously,
would a
Zach.
god fuck me?
Oh,
Hey.
Hey.
Come on, Keith.
Hey, champ.
They be fucking everybody, though. There's so many half gods. It's honestly, like, really kind of tight.
But isn't it mostly the guys are having sex with the ladies on the earth? I think there's a couple times where
Well-
like it went the other way, but
yeah.
But it is.
You telling
yeah.
me that Persephone ain't hitting it?
I don't know.
Well, Annabeth is obviously the daughter of Athena, so Athena did.
But I didn't read Percy Jackson, but I'm excited to read the entire thing and/or / watch the show / movie.
Yeah, and here's some questions that I have about it. Big three gods are water, underworld, and sky. But I'm like, okay, first of all, why not Earth?
Because that's underworld, maybe water, underworld, and sky.
No, but I feel like they left out like the biggest part, Earth.
Well, it's the Avatar rules. Yeah, they missed the Earth part.
Avatar
Is
also
Earth
missed
really an element? The way that the sky
Dirt.
and the water are.
Well, I feel like Earth's kind of OP, honestly, because it's like, well, if you can control Earth, you can control so much about all sorts of stuff.
but not, Earth isn't like water is water, right?
Yeah,
but Earth is rocks and dirt and trees and
Yeah.
grass and flowers and weeds and bugs.
Yeah, that's a good point. Wind is sort of like, okay.
Wind and sky, they're all just air, but Earth is so many things.
Would you describe a tree as Earth?
Yeah.
Mm.
In Magic the Gathering, when you play a green deck,
That's
it's
a good
very
point.
like forest, elf. The trees are alive.
Also, like, in order to do dirt, you got to
There's
do
worms.
trees.
We're
or
going to
whatever.
ponder this.
Yeah,
This is really interesting.
because trees have dirt.
But I also think that sky is not as powerful as sea.
What
or
about lightning?
Death.
What about lightning or
What
wind?
about lightning?
What about lightning?
Wind,
The sky literally drinks up the sea and spits it back out on the ground.
That's a good point.
Oh, I guess if you don't live by an ocean too, it doesn't really affect me.
Snow is sky.
And sea.
What are you thinking,
Combined.
Miles?
I don't know, man.
Deep
I
in
was
thought.
thinking, I was like, which one would I want? And I think I probably would want water.
Yeah,
Have
I think Poseidon
mastery
is
over
really
water
cool.
to be a water bender,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's also just like kind of like it's hot.
like today.
No, like I think you look hot if you're like
Bending water.
the wet person.
Oh,
You're sopping.
yeah, you're all glistening.
I think, but Zeus is the most powerful, and so that's
And
enticing.
he's in the sky and
He's
he's
thunder.
got lightning, but he needs a little boy named Percy to go
Can-
find his bolt.
Can the waterbenders in Avatar just burst people because of the blood in them?
No,
That's stupid.
but it'd be cool.
They should be bursting people all over.
Like little
I guess
gushers.
the airbender could also like fill up somebody's lungs with too much air and burst them.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
You're real into bursting people.
I just think that's an ultimate power. Bursting
Burst.
them. They're
Next slide.
before
Book talk.
We're getting on book talk.
before-
Okay, Rainie. Wow, this feels like a personal attack.
Have you not
I
been
haven't
reading?
been reading that much lately.
Should have texted you last week so you could have started.
Well, by the way, Rainie just got into the reading space, so I
Yeah.
feel like Rainie is expecting a lot from us having read.
I know, and to be fair, like not to out myself, but I have started 4 books and haven't finished any of them.
But that's okay.
Started 4 books. Starting a book is the worst part of a book.
I've
Whoa.
read 3 books this year.
Thrice.
Really?
That's
so
3 more
good.
than I've read in 15 years.
Which
That's
3?
really good, Keith.
Harry Potter 1, Harry Potter 2,
Nice.
and the newest Hunger Games book, and I've read none of the other Hunger Games.
How is the new one?
That's fun.
It was good, but I hear it's not as good as the other ones, but it was the only one I read, and I thought it was pretty good. It was long, and it felt like 2 books.
That sounds fun. I mean, I
Oh.
like the other Hunger Games.
I really like the other Hunger Games.
This one's about Coriolanus.
Actually, you know what?
Oh,
I
didn't
haven't
like
been
him.
reading an actual, like, if I was to, what's a book? Words. I haven't read that. But I did read 10
Whoa.
of the Attack on Titan graphic novel
graphic
/
novels.
manga. And it's super fucking good. And it's really gory and very sad.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I read 10 of them. And,
What did you learn?
What did I learn?
What was the theme?
The theme of Attack on Titan is fucking
Big
sick
monsters.
as shit. It's so fucking sick. But basically, the idea is that there's these giant things called Titans that look like humanoid figures
With no
and
skin.
They're with like
Sometimes they have
some of them have no skin, and they like pick up people. They keep eating people. So the last human civilization is in this walled city, protecting them from the Titans. And then they are trying to figure out, one, why are these Titans attacking? And then also, like, how to break them apart. And it's really fucking intense and brutal and horrifying.
Wow. I mean,
And
not to bring
good.
it back to Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
But in the final book, they're obviously trying to beat Kronos, who's a Titan.
Yeah.
And he eats his kids.
There you
Titans
go.
are like really into eating people. I wonder what
Gods
sort
are
of.
fucked up.
They're fucked up.
Gods are fucked up. But Attack on Titan, and also I think that if you're looking to like get back into the reading space, I think starting with a graphic novel / manga is a good way to do it.
Yeah.
It's making me want to read more reading comic books.
Yeah. Zach, what are you reading?
I read Kurt Vonnegut recently. I read Cat's
really?
Cradle.
You did?
Yeah, it's
That's
awesome.
so smart to have read.
Yeah, well, so actually, here's what happened. I was going on a trip, and I went to a bookstore, and I was like looking at all the new releases and trying to figure out what's worth my time. And then I was like, well, wait a second, classics.
That's really good.
Why don't I just read a book from some? Why don't I read a book I know is gonna be dope?
Yeah.
And Kurt Vonnegut is my favorite author, but I've only read a few of his books, and Cat's Cradle is arguably his most famous. Never read it. It's fucking awesome.
It was good.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Was it
It's-
an easy read?
Yeah, because he's really fun.
good.
He's a you know, it's black humor, so it's like dark satirist. It's all about that book especially is about fear of the atomic age, but all of his books are about the ultimate futility of war and the absurdity of life. So about how war is stupid and claims innocent lives, and how life itself is inherently absurd, and we're trapped because of the decisions of stupid people.
I mean, that's true.
But he does it in a funny way. I don't know. It was a breeze to read. It was so fun.
Is he still alive?
And it made me no, Kurt Vonnegut passed away. But it also like there were passages in there that like took my breath away.
Yeah, he's such a. That's a good thing about reading a classic like that too,
Yeah.
is that it is a classic for a reason.
And I got to. I mean, I was really enjoying the book, and then there were 2 passages, especially towards the end. And sorry, I should say the way that Vonnegut writes as well is very short burst chapters, which makes it really easy to read.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm reading it and I'm like, oh, this is excellent. I get why people like it. And then you get to 2 passages at the end and you feel like the air escape your lungs and you go, oh, that's the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, that's when someone at the top of his fucking game was cooking. And this is why this is why 50 years later, we've all heard of that book.
Yeah, right. No, that's so great. And honestly, as I've been moving, I realize I have like 3 Vonnegut books I have not fucking read. And it is making me want to get back into reading. Because I feel like also we watch so much media and stuff. Whenever I read, it does make me feel like more thoughtful because you have to use your imagination to read. And I don't know, it's really nice.
Yeah.
I don't do it often, to be fair. I'm not like on a silvery ivory tower here reading so much. I would like to just get back into it because it makes me feel more thoughtful.
I also recommend, first of all, I don't believe that this is actually true, but I saw a lot of Lost in Cat's Cradle, and I was like,
Ooh,
yes.
I mean, I certainly...
Because I look for Lost everywhere. But I think it's really great to be inspired by different types of art forms.
Yeah.
If you're an artist, you think like, oh, if I want to make movies, I should watch movies. But no, you should look at paintings. You
play
should
baseball.
read
all
books.
storytelling.
Play baseball.
Play baseball. Okay, a couple games.
Heck yeah, baby.
The weirdest corollary that I can give is that the Clown Motel video that I was editing, I was inspired, the structure of it was inspired by reading Cat's Cradle. Which no one would read that and watch that and be like, oh, I see what he's doing. But there's this character.
That's fun.
There's this character, Bokonon. It's like this religion, Bokononism, throughout the book. And they keep teasing it. And you're like, we better fucking meet this guy.
Yeah.
I hope we're going to. And you're getting to like the last 5 pages of the book. And you're like, are we not going to meet this fucking guy? But I knew that in the Clown Motel video, I was like building to these characters of the owners. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll just like make them this like mythic thing that over, look, I didn't do as well as Vonnegut did, but that like gave me the breakthrough of how to structure that video.
Cool.
So I'm basically Kurt Vonnegut.
That's awesome,
Wow.
man.
That's really
Kurt
good. I mean, we
Vonnegut for
obviously have more to say, but we got to do advice.
So we gotta stop having fun, everybody.
Stop having fun. It's time to listen up.
Time to learn and get better.
It's time to listen and learn.
It's time
We're going to
for
cut.
advice that
I'll cut
goes
in
for
the
miles.
music video and then...
The music
Cutting
video.
back.
Yeah.
Right here.
We got a music video for it now?
I don't know.
Yeah, we've been
You
making
should-
little music videos.
Have you not noticed that? It's me doing a backflip.
I actually listen to our podcast, believe it or not. I don't watch it. I actually listen to it.
The audio quality. I think it's great.
Yeah. I
audio's
put
great.
it on my commute to work and home, and I listen to it in 20-minute chunks, basically.
I love them.
It's advice that'll go for miles. Tune it to your radio station. It's advice that'll go for miles. Everyone get ready, Miles Nation. Miles Nation, go. It's advice that'll go for miles. Advice that'll go for miles.
What's up, Miles Nation? How's everybody doing?
Is our
Good.
podcast good?
It's fun.
You're a fan? Would you recommend it?
Yeah, I think it's fun. Okay. It's a little all over the place sometimes.
Should I subscribe?
I think you should try it.
Should I leave like a review?
I wouldn't do that.
I think you should rate us 5 stars and say, hey, sweet pea.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever wanted to be a widow, baby?
Yeah.
Have you ever wanted to, adulting is so hard.
Hey, Zach, that one's for you.
Hey, Zach, you paying attention to making fun of you. Have you ever wanted to have something that's as widow's to a baby treat?
Yeah, I do. Love a little baby treat.
The Whoa ice scoop tray.
Throw it away.
I just cannot believe how much of the freezer takes up your brain power. You are always thinking about the freezer.
Dog him, Rainie. Get him. Fucking get him, Rainie.
Freezer.
Excuse me.
But I just don't understand. Is the bacteria is it like in fucking carbonite until it breaks free?
Shouldn't water go bad?
Widow ice cube tray.
Wait, does ice
Gotta
go
make
bad?
a little one?
I got a device off of TikTok / Instagram / I am the
Does ice go bad?
No, stupid.
I've had yucky ice.
Like, can I have 40-year-old ice?
No.
So Antarctica can't exist.
Basically, I was having trouble getting crumbs in my ice cubes.
Oh.
And I got a thing that's like a little plastic case.
You couldn't get enough crumbs in there.
That sheathes my 2 little ice cube trays. And as soon as the ices are cubed, I crack them into a thing. Because I don't have one of the new ass fucking fridges that has the ice cubes in it.
You should.
I should.
You're about to move, right?
Well, we're moving to a place, new fridge, no ice thing.
No, you're
that's
the
like-
people's king.
We're talking, thank you.
Like,
People's king. New fridge, no ice thing. It's not a Doven.
I can't relate.
You have a dice cube tray as well.
I have
Both doors.
I have four ice makers.
That's right. No, but basically the point is you're going to want, and they're little ice cubes, and I didn't think I was going to like that, but I actually really like that. But mainly I like it because I can get the ice, crack it into the tub, and so it seems like Miles has a plethora of ice. It's basically like he has an ice machine, but he doesn't.
It probably freezes faster because it's little.
That's exactly right, Keith. And there's a little device on it that I don't really need to use, but you can flip it over and you press a button, it goes, and it cracks them all out.
okay, that's cool.
What are
I saw that actually. I saw that ad.
So that's what I'm doing. And I hope that everyone has a really nice time.
And on that note, to piggyback off that,
Yeah.
have a good ass week.